Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. I am so excited to see everyone streaming in here, and all the hellos have been making me smile backstage while you're joining. And I know we've got a lot of people for who it's very early in the morning over in Australia, New Zealand. And for those of you in Europe, I saw even Pipa is on. You get the award for the latest night webinar. So thank you everyone for joining today. I couldn't be more excited about what we're going to be talking about. It's all about the power of co-branded websites to help build your business. And we've been working on a ton of examples, a lot of things that we've seen out in the field, other advisors using their co-branded websites to really drive their business. And I'm going to share all the tips with you today. So I promise your time is going to be really well spent here. We've got a lot to cover, but I promise this will also be sent to you as a recording because it's going to be a lot to digest today, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be impactful. And you probably are going to want to watch this again, sort of to come back and, try something tomorrow, do it for a week, add something else into your routine to make you a marketing superstar. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and we are going to dive in, and we're going to do this in a couple of different phases. We're going to first talk about a little bit about what we're doing here at Approach Guides. Then we're going to talk about how do you get your co-branded website. We've got two ways that you get your co-branded website. And then you'll see I've got a ton of tabs, and those are all examples that you'll be able to put to use with your own clients. So, okay, without further ado, let's kick off. So at the highest level, what are we here to do? And we are here to do one thing: make your life easy. Before Approach Guides, marketing for advisors was, I'd say, a little challenging. Really, suppliers relied on you to build the marketing, make sure it looked professional, make sure it was optimized for conversion, and finally do what you really do best, which is convert your leads. And at Approach Guides, we're a technology that just makes all of that super easy. So you can focus really on the one thing that you love doing, which is fulfilling your clients' travel dreams. And this often this question comes up further into the webinar, and I always forget to mention it right at the start. The best part is it's all free for travel advisors. All of your suppliers are paying Approach Guides to make this technology available, so we don't have to take a dime out of your pocket. And that's maybe what I love, probably a little bit less than helping you make money, but I love it all together. So here we are, making life easy for you. And let's talk about what a co-branded website is. This is not a co-branded website. This is Norwegian Cruise Line's regular website. It's got their phone number. It's got a chat bot. It's got AI. It's get into our email database. And a co-branded website with Approach Guides leverages this exact website, but we assign each of you your own, what we call your insider ID. And you'll see when you append your insider ID to any page on our supplier partners websites, this site looks a little different. It's still the same great Norwegian Cruise Line website, but now it is my Norwegian Cruise Line website. It's got all of their great marketing, all of their great imagery. My clients can browse through. My name and contact information remains at the top. We've removed the direct booking references. We've removed the phone number, removed the chat bot, removed the email sign-up form. And all we are doing is we are allowing your clients to browse the Norwegian Cruise Line website, get that real-time pricing, real-time availability, real-time itineraries, but all leads go directly to you. And what do I mean they go directly to you? If you click the email me button or you click contact me, which if you know NCL's website often says start planning and goes into the direct booking flow, if your clients click that, we send a private email from your client to your inbox, bypassing NCL and getting that lead right to you. So that is what a co-branded website is. And the best part about it is exactly sort of what I said at the beginning. We are leveraging the millions and millions of dollars suppliers are putting into their own website, and we are turning that into a website that powers your individual business. And that's really, really powerful. So I know a lot of you know our suppliers. This is our full universe of suppliers that we work with. But today what we're going to be talking about is those suppliers specifically that work with us to do the co-branded website. And I see Ian asking a question here, which I'm sure will be floated on the screen as I talk. So they're not able to book directly on that co-branded website. And the answer is no. For all of the clients that work with us, suppliers that work with us right now, it's not a technical limitation to allow that booking to go through, but all of the suppliers that work with us right now know that everybody earns more when their travel advisor is involved in that sale. You are going to help your clients make the best decision about what destination, what ship, what room, what suite, all of those complicated questions, which make a wonderful cruise vacation even more wonderful is when your travel advisor helps you sort out those details. So all of this, your clients can browse this website, but you'll see if I click the pricing, can't do anything. I'm not booking. I have to contact you to talk about this cruise. And the great thing is that when we send that email to you, we also include the URL that client was on so that you wipe out that whole sort of discovery phase. You don't need to ask, were you looking at? Which destination, which sailing? As soon as they hit email me, that information comes directly to you. So really, really powerful. I hear you, Robert. We need more brands. I agree. So we are continuing to build. This service is still pretty early days, even though we've been working with travel brands for probably about 10 years. We were always focused on the consumer side, but 2 years ago, we turned our attention to you, the travel advisor. And these are all the suppliers that have signed up so far. And I expect you're going to see a lot more. And usually I cover this right at the end, but I'm just going to pop this into the chat right now. If you like what you see today, toss an email over to one of your supplier partners and be like, did you know this is available? Please, please, please sign up with Approach Guides. And if you know us, we make things easy here. So we'll even write that email for you. Okay, so we keep things interactive here. So grab your phone, scan that QR code, or we'll drop a link into the chat, inspires.to/experiences. I'm not a person who's so precious. I don't want you doing something when I'm speaking on my webinar, but I want you marketing your business. So we're going to do this together. And when you scan that code, you're going to come to, actually, I was browsing our own site, the Seven Seas Grandeur region. Oh, sorry, Prestige looks just so amazing. Okay, when you scan that, you will come to this page where you can choose from all these different content experiences with all of our different suppliers. Today, I'm going to focus on NCL, hot cruise deals for fall and winter. And when I click that, I come to a page that's going to prompt me to enter your email address into this bar. So a lot of you, you're probably already logged in. So poof, you're already there, but I'm a little behind you. So I'm going to drop my email address into this box. And if it's your first time, you're just going to fill out the sidebar to make this page your own. I'm going to fill out my phone number. I can't type and talk. I'm going to add a logo. I can even add my personal photo, just give it a little special touch. And I can even add in a personal message if I'd like to. Dreaming about your next journey, let me help you plan your perfect escape. And with that, in just about 15 seconds, even while talking, I now have a page that is ready for me to share with my clients. And the super cool thing is, as you scroll through, you will see we have done two things to help drive leads back to you. One, we automatically add contact me buttons because I put my email address into that bar. And if you're already with us, you probably got a magic link. So go over to get your email, click that magic link, and you'll be right here. We put your email address, contact me, your client sends you an email. And the other amazing thing, and this is how you get the first way how you get your co-branded website, we automatically build your co-branded website. So when I click View Bermuda Cruises, we go right over to ncl.com, but we're automatically adding your insider, oops, there it is in that long link, my little insider ID there. And that tells our technology that, this consumer is not a direct consumer. This consumer belongs to this travel agent. So we are going to float your content right there on the top bar. And the same thing like you saw earlier, your clients can browse, look at that pink sand beach. I definitely want to go, view the cruise, and we move through the site. So really, really powerful, really easy to get your co-branded website. So that's the first way. The second way is we're going to come back to inspires.to/experiences. Megan just dropped that in the chat, and so did Ian. Thank you very much. And instead, this time, I know that we're going to come back here and show our suppliers Talc. Talc is an amazing partner for many of our travel advisors. We hear such great things that your clients experience on tour. And so I want to share something with my client. I think it would be a great trip for them. So I come over to Talc here. I search in that little drop down there. I select Talc and I come to Talc's page on our site. Now here I can see all of the content experiences that they have, but we've already looked at getting our co-branded website with the content experiences, easy. But here I'm going to click on the co-branded website tab. And let me refresh because I'm already logged in. And boom, here I get my Talc co-branded website ready for me to copy the link, add it to my website, add it to my email signature, put it anywhere where I'm sharing with my clients. So two easy ways to get your co-branded website, either from the experiences. If I click on, let's say, Venice and the Dalmatian coast here on Talc, you'll see, boom, my page is created. Even easier the second time I do it. There's my contact me for details, and boom, there is my co-branded website already ready for me. So that's super easy. But if I just want to share my homepage, I come over to the co-branded website tab, and there it is right there. I can copy the link. I can even get a QR code so that if I'm doing a flyer, if I'm putting in a flyer up in a local farmer's market or at the dentist's office, include a QR code so somebody can scan and start browsing your Talc website. So I know a lot of people here, sharing a homepage is great. You can put it in, as I said, in email marketing, on your website, but a lot of what we're going to talk about today is that one-to-one sharing. So, and I see actually a question here, Ava, will you be showing us where you can get your ID number? 100%, but it's so easy. I'll go back to the content experiences in a second, but here you see we've got this co-branded website tab. As soon as I go there, we're already adding your insider ID to your link. When you copy it, it's already there. You don't really need to, it's good to bookmark it, but just bookmark inspires.to/experiences, and all of your co-branded websites will be right there. So that is, thanks for that question, Ava. I appreciate it. Any other questions? How do we know when new experiences are added? Great question. So let me come back. I'm going to click on the Approach Guides logo up here, which is my quick link back to inspires.to/experiences. And what we're looking at here is we have 2 experiences. I have the 2 that I've co-branded, the Hot Cruise deals for fall and winter with NCL, and Venice and Dalmatian Coast with Talc. And then you see we have all these new experiences that we can choose from. So we've got Regent, Silver Sea, Explorer Journeys, Oceana's Flash Sale, which is pretty special, along with all of our other suppliers. So you've got a lot of options here, and that is how you'll know. You'll also be getting emails from all of your suppliers when they launch new content experiences available. And something cool that I want to show you with the content experiences, I'm going to click on Explorer Journeys here, is with the content experiences, not only are we just building your co-branded website, as soon as I clicked on that, I get my own Explorer Journeys co-branded website, but we're also making it really easy for you to share with your clients. So we have your Facebook, share on LinkedIn, WhatsApp, email, and our platform makes that easy for you too. As I said at the beginning, we are here to make your life easy. So when I click that Facebook button, our AI advisor assistant will write a unique, engaging post that is just for me. I can regenerate it if I like, and then I can choose when and where to share that on Facebook. So I'm just going to click this button to copy. It's going to put this text right in my clipboard and paste on Facebook. It's going to open. I'm logged into my personal page. And so you'll see it just launches there. I paste that right in, and now I can share it. We have been hearing reports that some people, when their internet connection isn't perfect, that page can hang a little bit. So easy peasy. We've already copied this text to your clipboard. So you can just start a new post. What's on your mind? It's already in my clipboard. So I just, not print it. I paste it. And there we go. There's my page as well. So, you can just, it's already in your clipboard, or even you can come over here and copy this. We give you everything you need to start your post. So we do that for LinkedIn. We have an email, like one-to-one email. And I just really, really love this as well, because it writes a personal email. And that's what we're going to be talking so much about today. This incredible boutique resort on the sea instantly brought you to mind. It's incredible, and I recommend it. Copy that, bring it into your Outlook, bring it into your Gmail, address it, and send it off to your client. You don't have to bring your client list into our platform. We work wherever you work. Oh, I see. Maybe we've already showed this, but Tina, I really appreciate that. That is music to my ears. So, I see another question here. John, what sets this apart from Rallyo, Branch Up, and Constant Contact? That is a great question. So there's a couple different answers here. So one, the first answer is we are supporting your what we call intentional sharing, right? When you want to post something on your social channels, you are going to be focused on what suppliers you're sharing, what you are sharing. And again, that's what we're going to be talking about. What are you choosing to share with your clients? And then you are deciding when you post that. Rallyo and Branch Up, they are auto posting content on your behalf. That content, the brands are selecting the content that goes out, and then it's just automatically posting to your feeds. The cool thing is that Approach Guides has integrations with both Rallyo and Branch Up. And you're like, oh, that sounds complicated. Don't worry. You don't need to do anything. We work with Silver Sea and Rallyo, Explorer Journeys on both Rallyo and Branch Up, Hurtigruten on Branch Up, and Talc on Rallyo. And the great thing is, when those companies put the posts into Ralio and they auto populate to your feed, they automatically include your links to your co-branded websites and your co-branded content experience. It's like magic. Honestly, every time I see it, it makes me smile. So that is, it's, I'll keep that up for just one second because I'm going to answer the second part with the constant contact. So that's the magic with the auto posting. Constant contact is, as far as I understand, is just email marketing. So this integrates perfectly into your email marketing because this is just a link. Both your co-branded marketing pages here, like we're looking at here, like I want to send this to, let's say I have a travel inspiration newsletter that I send through Constant Contact or MailChimp or Travel Joy or HubSpot, whatever I am using. I just click this yellow button here, copy my link, copy that, put it behind a button in my email newsletter, and boom, content done. And it's all driving leads back to me. So those are great questions. A lot of what we're going to be covering today, but I'm glad we got that out of the way early and sort of differentiated that. When I see Jill asking again, oh, sorry, there we go. Jill asking again about which suppliers integrate with Ralio and BranchUp. That is Talc, Silversea, Explorer Journeys, and Hurtigruten. So those are the 4 that we're currently working with. The great thing is you don't need to do anything. It just automatically happens for you. So great question. Rachel, once you log in, does the system remember you or do you need to request the link each time? Fantastic. So you saw, as I have been co-branding these different suppliers, I first came in and co-branded NCL, then I co-branded Talc, and now I've co-branded Explorer Journeys. And my profile just stays exactly how I want. If I want to edit it, I can always drop down these personal details, make edits to my name or contact information. But for the most part, it's automatically remembering me as I move through. If, however, you want to use this on, let's say, your phone, I go over to my phone, I'm going to have to log in again. But logging in again is just as easy as us sending you a magic link. So you put your email address in, it says, oh, you're already with us. We've already got your profile. Go check your email. You'll get an email with a magic link. Click it and boom, you will already be in. So great, great news on that. Okay. Any other questions? Arpy, hi Arpy. As an independent agent, do I need to use my host agency website or my own, which is under a different name? You can use whatever email address, name, whatever you want to market your own business under, you can do in our platform. We are host agency agnostic. We are consortia agnostic. We are here to support all travel advisors all over the world, making it easier for you to sell your preferred suppliers. So thank you for that question, RP. Okay, so should we move on, or any other questions about how do we do this? Do you know if the AI generated social media are viewed by analytics the same as user generated ones? That's another great question. So what we do know is that social media sees automation as different from intentional sharing. So that we know. When it comes down to AI generated social media, I haven't seen a difference. And in fact, we have done a really hard job, but not a hard job. We have spent a lot of time focusing on the way our AI writes content for you. One, we know that everybody's post needs to be different. We aren't going to spin up the same, all 265 of you could like press the button to generate a post and it will look different for all of you. The other thing we know is that every channel is different. You need to craft your message so that it's speaking to the channel. So LinkedIn, You cannot just take your Facebook post and drop it into LinkedIn. You just aren't going to see the engagement. So our AI advisor assistant writes a post that is we know is going to perform well within that channel. So I love our LinkedIn. In our fast-paced professional world, what a tongue twister. Enriching experiences outside the office can boost productivity and creativity. Perfect for LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is a great channel. I highly recommend that you focus on it because a lot of your clients, whether they are still working or they are, keeping up with past colleagues, are staying there. Okay, so we've got a lot to get to. I'm going to move on, but I want to come back to this page. Oops, let me refresh again. Our co-branded website tab with Talc. So we showed how you get the co-branded website, your homepage here. But I know a lot of you are going out to your clients and saying, you were looking at this itinerary, or I think this is the itinerary for you. And how do we do that? How do we say, okay, my client would be interested in this classic safari to Kenya and Tanzania with Talc. How do I take this page, which I don't want to send to my client? It's got their phone number, it's got their brochure, it's got sign up, log in, all these things. How do I turn this page into my page? I could try to remember my insider ID, but let's be honest, I'm not remembering my insider ID. So we've made that even easier. All you have to do is come over to the Talc website, copy that link. You come back to our platform and you see this other box over here. It gets even better. Co-brand any page on the Talc website. I drop that in. We do the hard work of adding your insider ID. Now all you have to do is click that link to copy, paste it right in to your clients in an email, and boom, now it is my link. We've taken away the phone number, taken away the brochure, and now all leads go to you. So that's a tour page, but you can also do this. A lot of our clients have great blog content, right? That inspirational content. Leverage it to be yours. Here is Meet Africa's Underrated Wildlife Stars. If I want to sell that Talc itinerary, maybe I want to do a little inspiration first and give my clients something to look at. So I just take this, look at that cute dog. I take this URL, I come back here, I'm going to take that link out and I'm going to drop this link in, and here is my new blog link. Again, open a new tab, drop it in, and here we go. There's my page. Really, really powerful. And that is what we are going to focus on a lot today. So let's talk about building those best practices, those ways to engage your clients. And we'll send an invite to another webinar in which I focus on a lot of different types of marketing tactics. But today what I'm going to focus on is really what are the different ways that you can use the co-branded website. We know that your personal outreach is going to boost your conversion exponentially. So what are some ways that you can do it? Right now, I just suggest dropping in 30 minutes into your calendar, one day a week, in which you're going to go through your list of leads and clients that need a little extra touch. And here are a bajillion ideas to cover that. And I stutter there for a second because I saw this great question from Lisa, which I meant to answer earlier when I saw it in the chat. That is a very good question, whether, I'm sitting here in Miami, Florida, so I am seeing this website in English and with American currency, but all of our suppliers, varying levels of localization, but all of the suppliers, we are leveraging their own localization. So I often am doing webinars from Italy. And let's see if I can force my machine to do this. If I come to the same URL in Italian, you will see there is my website in Italian and in euros. So again, and that goes the same. I probably could have used Canada given your question, but that is the same for all around the world. It just depends on the supplier. If the supplier has a website in your local language and in your local currency, then that will work with this technology as well. So great question. Thanks for refloating that, Lisa. Okay, so moving on. We're talking about how to use these co-branded websites as a way to engage your clients and really boost that conversion. As I said, I highly recommend the top advisors we see. They put 30 minutes on their calendar every single week. 15 minutes goes to leads that have gone cool. 15 minutes goes to clients that they want to stay in touch with, and either they're heading out on vacation or they want to stay top of mind in case they're booking another holiday. So here we've got Silver Sea, one of our newer suppliers, and they just recently launched a hotel at the bottom of the world. Really, really amazing experience, and it's only available with Expeditions with Silver Sea. And I want to tell my clients about this because this is a really compelling opportunity that they have the option to stay on land before they embark across the Drake. And so here I write an email to my client. And what's great about this is just a this is just a text email. It doesn't require an email marketing lens, images, and design. It's just a quick text message. Here's a hotel at the bottom of the world with Silver Sea. It's available through them. It complements that seagoing experience. And you add in your link. You know how to do that from our platform. I had just gone over to the Silver Sea blog where they featured this hotel. And now I drop that into my email to my client. And here is the Silver Sea blog and this beautiful hotel, all about it, telling my clients about it in a way that Silver Sea knows is going to sell this hotel. I didn't have to think about it. I didn't have to find any images. I didn't have to create this page on my own website. I just get to go through. I'm laughing because we had the Drake Lake and I still got super sick. But it was, so this is a great way, right? Silver Sea has done all the work for you. All you have to do is get it in front of your clients. Another one with Lindblad, which just launched the co-branded website now just over a week ago. It's probably been one of the most exciting things for our advisor clients. If those of you who have been with us for a long time will remember that Lindblad Expeditions was the very first supplier to take a chance with our technology, believe that it was really going to help you sell more. They were the first brand to launch with us. So they hold a very special place in my heart. And their partnership with National Geographic just makes it an easier sell. And especially for those of you in the UK, in Australia, in other parts of the world, the Lindblad Expeditions name isn't as well known as the National Geographic name. So this is a great way to get this very attractive product in front of your clients and use it to tell their story. So here we've got what makes National Geographic makes wild places special. Again, I just grabbed a link right from their website talking about this amazing partnership because that's what I wanted to tell. I grabbed a little bit of copy, dropped it into my email, and then link over to the Lindblad Expeditions National Geographic website, where here they are telling the story. They're showing their incredible photography, what an expedition is like, their world-class expedition team, their world-class ships. And now my clients can go through and start browsing the website. But it is my website with all the leads coming back to me. They can see what are featured expeditions. They can see the current promotions. And as they click, they can now see, and we go to book now, we come down, but they actually can't book now. They can just browse and only contact you. So again, really, really powerful. Okay. Oh my goodness, Paula. I hope a young Jacqueline Smith, but thank you very much. Okay, let's move along to keeping leads warm. If there is anything you take away from this webinar, this is the one thing that you should do. Everyone on this call, including myself, has a lead that they know about that's gone a little cool. How do you restart that conversation? You can go back, you can say, hey, are you still interested in that trip? Or we talked about it, or you want to go? But you know what? The best thing to do is send them an email and say, I saw something that made me think of you. When we spoke last, you mentioned a getaway. Is that still on your radar? You put in a link to, in this case, we put in a link to our NCL content experience where my clients can browse. And you know what? An email like this has a 90% hit rate. It's not always a yes, but it will get a response. It's so personalized. I was thinking of you. They'll say, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you emailed. I'd love to connect and talk about that trip. I'm so glad you emailed. We've actually been talking about a different destination, or you know what, we're going to put that on the back burner, and at least you know where that lead stands. And I just love this because they click over, they're like, oh, Korean prices just took the plunge. Okay, maybe I could browse their amazing Harvest Key, and they can explore the cruises, and they click view Great Stirrup Key cruises. Had the opportunity. Oh, and here we are. Not back in Italian. Okay, there we go. And now I can browse all of the cruises that go there. And again, I am doing it in a safe environment. Another thing, so I talked about sort of 15%, 50% of your time that you've blocked doing leads. But another thing that I always hear advisors say is they wish they had the time to service their clients who have already booked their trips a little bit better. And I'm happy to report that because we make life easy for you, that is easier through our platform as well, right? You don't have to think so much about what are you going to send, crafting all the content that you want to send. Leverage the brand's websites to help you. In this case, this is Explorer Journeys. Let's say I have a client who's heading out in 2 weeks on a ship, Lucky Ducks. And I want to highlight their onboard experience. In preparation of your time on board, I'm sharing with you some details about your home on Explorer One. The restaurants are especially good, including my favorite, Sakura. And then all I'm doing here is I'm linking over to the Explorer Journeys website, their Life on Board, where now my client can really browse those restaurants, see the dining options. It's such a great, easy thing to send to my clients before they head out. And the brand has done all the work. They really make it easy for me to share this content with my clients. And another is, oh, you do not see my screen. Let's see, how did that happen? Sorry about that. Okay, did you see? I'll go back to Explorer Journeys because I love that. So here is, okay, here's the email. A meal to remember, share your onboard experience in preparation for your time on board. I'm sharing some details about your home on Explorer One. Click the link, come over to the dining page, or actually, I think I was on Life on Board. That's where we went, so that your clients can explore the all of the onboard options, and from here they can see those amazing restaurants. So again, a really easy way for you to leverage. I mean, how much money is Explorer Journeys putting into their website? And now it is my Explorer Journeys website. I'm really just leveraging all of that great content that they are doing to help me build my business and help me service my clients in the way that I want to. So thanks for that. Thanks for that heads up. Okay, converting to bookings. We've done it. We've gone out to our leads. They're interested in a cruise. How do I start moving them through the funnel really easily? Putting together a proposal can take a really long time. Highlighting all of these different options. Before these co-branded websites, you would have to do all that because you couldn't send them to the website. But now, you know what I'm going to say, link to those cruise. So in this case, we have a client we were speaking with. We've decided that Regent's Hamburg to Lisbon cruise is just perfect for them. And I now want to send them the pricing options. So here we are. We put that link right to my Regent website. And now they have the itinerary, all the excursions, what's included. They have the suite. Oh, goodness, lots are waitlisted. This is a very popular cruise. They can see all of what's available and any special offers as well. And the great thing is I didn't really have to do any work. I just copied the link, dropped it into the Approach Guides platform. So it appended my always important insider ID, but you don't have to remember it. We do the work for you. And now I can share that with my clients. 3 other examples. We're getting into some fun ones here. These are my favorite. So post-booking. Now our client has booked the cruise, but they haven't booked their shore excursions, and I'd like them to do so, and I'd like them to do so through me. So here I am with Oceania. I've put together the itinerary and access, and I've added in a note that says shore excursion option. Oh, goodness, what is happening? Okay, well, maybe Megan and our content team, if that happens again, will you just press that little button with the people and the square on the side so that I always stay up with my screen. Okay, so here is my access itinerary, and really easy. I just added in a note. I dragged it to the top, and you'll see here we have guest names, shore excursion options. And in that note, I wrote, browse through Oceania shore excursions to find something that fits. And again, you can guess where I link. I link over to Oceania shore excursions page, but this is my website. So, even if they are browsing those shore excursions, but they can also maybe browse a future cruise, makes it really powerful. Okay, so I'm going to interlude with a little testimonial here because I know a lot of you are hosting groups on with a lot of suppliers, and our content experiences and co-branded marketing pages and the co-branded websites are the perfect way to help sell those. And this is Dana, who I'm always, you guys, if you have stories to tell, if you have successes, we love hearing them. There's nothing that makes us smile more. And this is Dana, who says, this was so easy. I created one for an NCL group I have sailing. And since I posted it, I booked 2 new cabins in the first 2 days. And that is music to my ears. Because you know what Dana didn't have to do? She didn't have to create all the marketing herself. She just had to create a page and add in, I'm just going to go back to my, cruise deals, where I said, dreaming about your next journey, this little message here. If I were hosting a sailing, I could talk about the sailing that I'm hosting there and leverage this marketing content for that. So that's one way to do it. I could just use the content experiences. But another way is I can actually link directly to the tour that I am hosting. So I've partnered with Talc in this case for a Portugal Douro River tour on or cruise on the MS Adarina, and explore the details of the cruise. I can send this out to my entire database of clients and say, join me on board. I'm hosting this cruise. When they click, they come over to see that, again, the itinerary, the deck plans, the pricing, all of those things. And even if you have special pricing, right? Let's say you have negotiated a special rate for your group, add that into your email. I have negotiated these rates, but here, click this link to browse the itinerary, browse the ship. So it gives you, it sort of takes a lot of that marketing work off of you and allows you to focus just on the parts that are really custom to you. Oh, I love this, Elizabeth. Thank you very, very much. We'll talk about getting more brands on at the end. My final example for personal outreach is blogs. So we talked about Silver Seas at the beginning with their new hotel and driving interest for that. But a tour operator like Big Five, they are full of inspiration. They are telling stories about the countries and places that they are visiting that is really designed to help you, sell the destination first and then follow in with the tour. So here I have a client who's always been dreaming of a trip to Buenos Aires. And I saw this amazing piece on Big Five's website about its vibrant neighborhood. Ashish, if you know him, he's the CEO. He's such an amazing storyteller. And he uses his blog to really highlight that. And so here it is. I include it. Here is his blog post. He's got incredible videos that just really bring these places to life and help you sell better. So of course you can browse itineraries here, but in this case for Ashish, the Big Five website is big on the storytelling with the blog. Okay, so those are all of my personal email examples. Now we're going to move into a little bit more mass marketing. So mass marketing can take a few different forms. We talked about using your co-branded website like Josie here in your email signature. Right? A lot of you are including the links to the partners that you are you've gone through the training, you're a specialist in selling them. Make sure those are linking somewhere and make sure they're linking to your co-branded website. List them under your profile. Logos are great, but what's better is links that get your clients moving through the booking funnel. So I just love this. She's a great partner to Big Five, and I was so pleased to see her add it to her signature. We can also talk about using it on your website. So this is Our Cruise, an agency based in New Zealand, and they have an Oceania Cruises page on their website. And what's really great about this is because they're based in New Zealand, not every cruise is right for their clients. They want to highlight cruises that are closer to home. And so you see what they've done here is I'm going to zoom in here. They have put links to their website to the cruise destinations that they know are going to be a top seller for their clients. So they highlight some of the different amenities that they get with their Oceania partnership, but then they highlight find your Oceania cruise. So Australia, New Zealand, leaving close to home, and the links right there. So now my clients can I'm not linking them to the home page. I'm linking them right to where they can start finding the cruises that are right for them. And I see what Megan is highlighting here, and this is totally true. The links are evergreen. So these aren't going to change. They aren't going to expire. Your insider ID is your ID forever, and it's going to stay with these websites. So I really love this example of, you've got a page on your website and you don't need to do all the work. Just let Oceania's website do the work. You highlight those destinations that you think are going to be the best sellers for your brand. Another example here. So Roaming Boomers, David Porter, he is Virtuoso's #1 cruise booker. I think he's gunning for third year in the row. And he's so generous with letting me share all of his secret tips. But his newsletter is the biggest driver of his business. He sends it every Saturday morning. And he's always using the content coming from Approach Guides. Why? Because it makes his life so easy. And he has two things that he does that I really, really love. One is he, like the one I showed you before, he's highlighting specific cruises for his clients. So with Oceania, they have a couple 2026 solar eclipse cruises that they are running. He knew that these were going to be a hot ticket for his advisors, so he wanted to get out ahead of it. I believe this image is AI generated too. He's so smart. And then you click on Learn More. You come over to his website, and you'll see is another look at that image. Love it. But then he's pulled out these 5 cruises. And he highlights with bullets a few key points that he knows his clients need to see before booking. But what does he do? He lets Oceania's website do the work. So if we click on this 14-day cruise, 100% path of totality, here is the cruise, and he gets through the contact buttons. Again, he's getting those leads back to him, but he knows his clients can comfortably browse this website, see the itinerary, see, wow, sold out. Okay. See the fares. I guess that was a hot ticket. Maybe you can get your clients on a wait list, but that is just a great idea. He knew it was going to sell out quickly. He wanted to jump ahead of it. And so he gets those on his site. Another thing he did in the same website is he's using the content experiences. So Tauk introduced recently their smaller groups so that you can travel deeply with a smaller group of people. And in this, he didn't need to create his own page on his website. He just linked right over to his content experience. It was already done for him. He didn't need to lift a finger. It's got great imagery. It's got the advantages. And the best thing is that for him, that it highlights those special itineraries that he can start selling. So I really, really love this example and think it can be really powerful for you as well. Okay, so you have survived my presentation. As I said earlier, these are all the suppliers that we have on the website right now that we're working with right now. But I know, and I've seen in the comments that there are a lot more that you'd like to see. So as I said at the beginning, I would love to say that these suppliers have all joined because I'm an amazing salesperson, but I'm not. It's because you have been going to your suppliers and saying, you know what, this really is making my life easier. It makes it easy for me to market. I'm able to market my favorite brands more often, and I'm able to market new brands and take a chance, because you're going to, typically, if you have to do work, you're going to then do work for the clients that are going to bring in the business. But, maybe you want to market a supplier you haven't sold before that you don't know is going to resonate with your clients. Try it. Use the content experiences, use the co-branded website, and expand your sales. So if there is a supplier that you think we should be working with, and I know there are many, I've seen you listing them in the chat, and we're talking to everyone. But if you want to give them a little nudge and say, hey, this actually does make a difference to me, that would be ideal. So I dropped that link into the chat. As you know, we would never ask you to write your own email. Our AI advisor assistant will write it for you, put them in touch with me, just copy it, paste it into Gmail, paste it into Outlook, and we'll get you on your way. So with that, any questions I can answer? Let's see. Yes, I see it's being recorded, and we will send this to you. I know there was a lot today. I hope you found it valuable. So from that, I know with the team putting that in there, there've been a lot of questions with you. Get the recording. Megan's going to send it around not only with this recording, but we'll also include a link to one that dives even more into marketing, Instagram, more email marketing, more social media examples. So a lot more sort of on the mass marketing experience. And I see Leslie, is there a cost for travel advisors? Zero. That's the best part. So all of your suppliers, there's no catch. It's not like we're selling your data or taking your consumer data and selling it to someone. We don't ever see your consumer data. There's no catch. Your supplier partners are paying us to be able to make content for you in our platform. So you honestly, you can't pay us a dime. And frankly, I don't think you'll ever be able to, because we are constantly evolving the platform. We're giving you every new feature for free. We really want to make sure that this works for you and building your business. That's what's most important. Peggy, thank you very much. And Pipa, I see your question about Instagram. With the recording that comes around, there's going to be a little 5-minute video with me just walking through 3 different ways to share on Instagram. It's super powerful, and it takes inspirational content and turns it into scroll stopping inspirational content and gets your clients moving into the over to your co-branded sites. So make sure to look out for that in the platform. And thanks for joining so late. Will I be at Virtuoso Travel Week? Absolutely, I will be. I have to remember what my booth is. Let me see if I can pull that up right now. I'm in Aria. I know that. And I believe I'm like, oh, let's see. Approach guys. Well, we'll pop it into the email also. But I am in Aria. I will be there. I'll be there all week. And I cannot wait to meet you if you will be there as well. Okay. Any other questions? Oh, Lee, I see you're going to be there too. Definitely looking forward to seeing you. Make sure to look for me on the app, swing by my table. And totally, if you're at Virtuoso, find my table on the app and please come by and say hi. As you can tell, I'm a more the merrier type of person and I love chatting. So thank you everyone very, very much for joining. I really, really appreciate you taking this full hour to talk with me. I hope that it's been valuable for your business. And I really look forward to seeing what you do with your co-branded content and how you use it to earn more. All right. Until next time, see you later. Thank you, everyone.